Social Security is a hot button issue these days, but how healthy is it? Will the 87-year-old program be around when we really need it? Let's dive in on this edition of Secrets of the 1%. Welcome to the Secrets of the 1%. I am Amelia Thomas, Managing Partner of Empire Capital Ventures. We help first-generation millionaires generate 9 figures in wealth through advanced tax planning and wealth management. Social Security. There are so many questions and quite a bit of uncertainty around the program. And don't think, if you're not retired, this isn't for you. This is for all of us serious about building wealth. There are 4 things that people absolutely love about Social Security benefits. Number 1, it creates an income that you cannot outlive. Number 2, the benefit is predetermined and it is a steady stream of income. Number 3, Social Security recipients receive annual inflation adjustments. And number 4, Social Security Trust provides benefits for spouses and dependents. So the people want to know, how do they become eligible for Social Security? You become eligible by working a job that pays into Social Security for a minimum of 10 years, at which point you typically become insured into the program. So how much will you get? Your earning history is what determines your benefits. The employer currently pays 5.765%, and the employer pays another 5.675% through what is known as payroll taxes. If you are self-employed, you are responsible for the full 15% for both the employer and the employee taxes. Currently, Social Security benefits are taxable up to $144,000. So anyone that earns in excess of $144,000 is not taxed on that excess. I want to take a moment to dispel a common myth. Many people believe that individuals like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, did not pay into Social Security. I'm here to tell you that that is a myth. Everyone is paying into Social Security, and the benefits paid out through Social Security on their behalf is not any more than another person who has worked 35 years in the same income range. Social Security also provides benefits to survivors and dependents. To pay these benefits, 85% of the Social Security taxes collected goes into what's known as a trust fund, and it pays retirees, survivors, and dependents. The remaining 15% is applied to a fund to pay those with approved disabilities. Now, your benefit is calculated based on your highest 35 years of earnings, and for any years where a person did not work, 0 will be calculated. This becomes very problematic for stay-at-home parents who spend several years outside the workforce. The only way to increase his or her benefits is to replace the income missed by working longer. Stick with me here as we're going to discuss some very important figures. The 35 highest working years is used to determine your average index monthly earnings, which is also used to calculate your PIA, known as your primary insurance amount. Now, something that's really critical that I want you to remember is that in order to calculate your Social Security benefits, you have to understand bend points. The bend point recently changed and are as follows. A, 90% of the first $926 of the average index monthly earnings, plus B, 32% of the average index monthly earnings over $926 and through $5,583, plus C, 15% of the average index monthly earnings over $5,583. The bend points are used to determine your PIA. Let's examine them using horse's mouth illustration. In this example, we can determine that the second bend point of 32% is more heavily weighted. If the person decides to retire in 2019 and delay receiving their benefits until full retirement age, their monthly payment will be $3,030. It actually will be slightly higher because the benefit will be adjusted for inflation over the next 4 years. So another very common myth within the Social Security world is that if you start claiming your benefits early, such as the age of 62, which is the earliest that you can claim them, that your benefit base will increase once you reach full retirement age. That is a myth. Whatever your benefit was, once you start claiming it at 62, With the exception of a few very extenuating circumstances, your benefit will be your benefit with maybe some cost of living adjustments along the way. But this is what we consider a permanent haircut. So if you don't have a need to claim it at 62, I would advise you to consider waiting so you can have a higher benefit base. Now, there are a few strategies that one could implement to increase their benefits. One such strategy is referred to as suspension of benefits or delayed retirement. Delaying your retirement basically allows you to suspend receiving your benefits at full retirement age, and they will continue to grow at an 8% guaranteed rate until the age of 70. Now, I don't know how many of you are receiving 8% per year guaranteed anywhere in this market, so it's definitely one of the best deals around. Another common misconception is that if you choose not to claim your benefits until 73 or 74, your original benefit is still growing beyond the age of 70. This is also false. Once the recipient reaches the age of 70, there is no reason to continue suspending the benefits, as the recipient would have earned the maximum amount they could have possibly earned on those dollars. Therefore, going forward, the only way the benefit would increase is through annual cost of living adjustments. Another option is to claim spousal benefits. When one utilizes spousal benefits, the spouse who wants to receive the benefit may be eligible for half of their spouse's benefit. For example, Dorothy is interested in retiring and has reached her full retirement age. She contacted the Social Security Administration and learned that because she did not work a full 35 years, as she stayed home to raise her children, she has several years with no earnings that counted as zeros, and as a result, her benefit has been significantly impacted. Dorothy found out she is only eligible for $850 a month. Her husband James has also reached full retirement age. He is also still working full time and is not currently receiving his benefits. His benefit is currently estimated to be $2,800 a month. James can file and suspend his benefits, which will allow his benefit of $2,800 a month to grow at 8% annually until he reaches the age of 70. Dorothy can file under his benefit and receive a monthly benefit of $1,400 a month. That is a difference of $550 a month, or $6,000 a year. Did you know that if someone is divorced and as long as they were married to their ex-spouse for 10 years or longer, that they could claim benefits against their ex-spouse's earning history? Yep. You heard me correct. So let's use Dorothy and James from the previous example. They were married for 22 years before they divorced, and they have been divorced for 4 years. As long as Dorothy remains unmarried, she can claim half of her ex-husband's Social Security benefit. If James decides to remarry, it will not impact Dorothy's benefits. Now, let's just say that James is eligible for benefits but has not yet applied for benefits. Dorothy would not be able to claim benefits against his earning history until they have been divorced for at least 2 years. In both scenarios above, because she spent so much of her working years caring for the children, she will still be able to claim half of his benefit. A quick wrap up. Social Security is a popular program for recipients because it provides a steady stream of income that you cannot outlive. Social Security recipients receive annual inflation adjustments, and the Social Security Trust provides benefits for spouses and dependents. We have covered some of the intricacies of the program, but guess what? There is so much more. I am inviting you to become a secret insider. Go to weeklywealthreport.com or scan the QR code on your screen so you can get all of the inside skinny. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amelia Thomas, and see you next time for Secrets of the 1%.
The Convo, your home for conversations on Black entrepreneurship and wealth, available on your favorite platforms.